You've probably eaten berries your whole life. Strawberries, blueberries, maybe raspberries. But what if I told you that a banana is actually a berry, a tomato is also a berry, and strawberries are not berries at all? It sounds strange, but by the end of this video, it will all make sense. In this video, we're going to break down every type of berry, the real ones, the fake ones, and the ones most people completely misunderstand. Before we start listing types, you need to understand one important thing. There are actually two meanings of the word berry. The first is the everyday meaning, which most of us use. In daily life, a berry is any small, juicy, sweet fruit like a strawberry or blueberry. But in science, especially in botany, the definition is very different. A true berry is a fruit that develops from a single flower with one ovary, has soft flesh throughout, and contains seeds inside the flesh. This scientific definition is the reason why things get confusing, because many fruits we call berries don't fit this rule, and many fruits we don't consider berries actually do. Let's start with the first category, true berries, the real scientific berries. These are fruits that perfectly match the botanical definition. The simplest type is called a simple berry. These fruits develop from one ovary and have a fleshy interior with seeds embedded inside. Examples include grapes, tomatoes, bananas, and blueberries. Yes, even bananas are considered berries because they meet all the scientific criteria. It might feel strange, but botanically, it's completely correct. Next, we have a special type of berry called Hesperidium. These are citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and limes. What makes them different is their thick outer peel and the segmented, juicy interior. Even though they don't look like typical berries, they still develop from a single ovary and have seeds inside, which qualifies them as berries in scientific terms. Another interesting type is called pepo. These are berries with a hard outer skin. Examples include watermelon, cucumber, and pumpkin. These fruits are usually larger and have a tough rind, but internally they are soft and contain seeds, which makes them fit the definition of a berry. It's surprising because most people would never think of a watermelon or cucumber as a berry, but botanically, it's completely correct. There are also what we can call modified berries. These include fruits like avocado, eggplant, and chili peppers. They may look very different from typical berries, but they still follow the same basic rule. They develop from a single ovary and have fleshy interiors with seeds inside. This shows that the concept of a berry is more about structure than appearance. Now let's move to the second category, which is where things get really interesting. False berries. These are fruits that we commonly call berries, but they don't meet the scientific definition. The first type here is aggregate fruits. These develop from multiple ovaries of a single flower. Examples include raspberries and blackberries. If you look closely at a raspberry, you'll notice it is made up of many tiny segments, and each segment is actually a small fruit on its own. Because of this structure, raspberries and blackberries are not true berries. Another type is accessory fruits. These fruits develop not only from the ovary, but also from other parts of the flower. The best example is the strawberry. Those tiny dots on the surface of a strawberry are actually individual fruits, each containing a seed. The red fleshy part we eat is not the actual fruit. So, despite its name, the strawberry is not a true berry. Then we have multiple fruits. These are formed when many flowers combine together to form a single fruit. A good example is the mulberry. Since it develops from multiple flowers instead of one, it also does not qualify as a true berry. Now, let's talk about what we usually mean when we say berries in everyday life. These are called culinary berries. They are classified based on taste, size, and how we use them, not on scientific structure. Common examples include strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Even though some of these are not true berries scientifically, they are still considered berries in cooking and daily use. There are also wild berries like gooseberries, elderberries, and cranberries. Some of these are true berries, while others are not, depending on their structure. Then we have exotic berries such as goji berries and acai berries, which are popular for their nutritional benefits and are often considered superfoods. If you enjoyed learning something new and surprising, stay connected with PlantHub, where we break down plant science into the simplest and most interesting explanations.